You're standing in your garage, staring at a half-filled workbench, wondering if you should finally invest in a proper storage system or keep shoving bits of scrap metal into that old metal tote. I get it. The fear of spending a lot of money on something that ends up being more of a decoration than a daily workhorse is real. You want to know if this piece actually earns its price tag in the grind of a real job, not just in the brochure. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Milwaukee 46-inch 18-drawer tool chest and cabinet combo is the kind of monster that promises to swallow every wrench, drill, and socket you own and still have room left over for a power tool tote. The first thing I did before even pulling the box out of the warehouse was skim the specs and read the handful of 5-star reviews that gave it a 4.6 out of 5 rating from 31 buyers. What stuck out was the claim of holding more than 2,500 pounds of gear and offering 35,318 cubic inches of space. Those numbers sound impressive, but the real question is how they translate when you actually open the drawers on a busy workday. Let's picture a typical day for an electrician who needs to carry a variety of screw-driving bits, multimeters, and a handful of heavy-duty cordless drills. With the Milwaukee combo, the top cabinet can cradle a full-size drill battery pack and a compact router without sacrificing drawer depth. The 8 dedicated drawers in the lower section are each deep enough to accept an inch socket set, and the larger drawers can hold entire kits of ratchets, extension bars, and even a small pipe wrench. Because the whole unit is engineered to bear over 2,500 pounds, you can stack heavier items, like a 20-pound impact driver and its charger, on the top shelf without worrying about a sagging frame. For a small shop owner who runs a handful of technicians, the real value shows up in the way the combo organizes workflow. The left side of the cabinet has a built-in lock that lets you keep high-value tools secure after hours, while the right side stays open for quick-grab items you need every morning. When a tech walks in and sees a clean, labeled drawer, the time spent hunting for the right size socket drops dramatically. In my own experience, that kind of visual order translates directly into faster job completion and fewer missed parts on a bill of materials. Now, let's talk about the hidden trade-offs. The unit measures 46 inches wide and stands about 30 inches tall, so you need a dedicated wall space that can accommodate a footprint roughly the size of a small refrigerator. If your garage is already crowded with a workbench, a parts bin, and a bike rack, you'll have to think about rearranging before the chest even arrives. The weight is another practical consideration. While the steel construction gives it that 2,500-pound capacity, it also means the chest weighs close to 200 pounds unloaded. Rolling it on the factory-installed casters is doable, but once it's filled with tools it becomes a semi-permanent fixture. If you need to move it from one job site to another, you'll probably need a dolly or a second pair of hands. Assembly isn't a weekend DIY project, but it's not a nightmare either. Most reviewers note that you'll need a basic set of hand tools and a clear floor area. The instructions are step-by-step with labeled panels, and the biggest headache is aligning the heavy side panels with the pre-drilled holes, a task that benefits from a second pair of eyes. If you're comfortable tightening bolts on a piece of equipment that will stay put for years, the assembly time is roughly 2 to 3 hours. For someone who wants instant gratification, that might feel like a hurdle. Who should definitely consider this combo? Professionals who run a small crew, serious DIY enthusiasts with a growing collection of power tools, and anyone who values a lockable, organized system that can handle heavy equipment without bowing. If you routinely transport a full set of sockets, ratchets, and power tools to different job sites, the durability and capacity make the upfront cost pay off quickly. It also works well for hobbyists who have transitioned from occasional weekend projects to a more regular schedule and now need a place to keep everything tidy. Who should skip it? If you're a casual hobbyist who only pulls out a screwdriver once a month, the size and price will likely outpace your needs. Likewise, renters who can't guarantee a permanent spot for a 46-inch chest, or anyone with a cramped garage where the footprint will dominate the space, should look at smaller, modular storage solutions. In those cases, a